Hey everyone, welcome back to Becoming Remarkable with Dr. Johnny and myself, Dr. Emily. A couple weeks ago, I challenged you to pull out your goals that you set in 2019, dust them off if you needed to, look at them, and see where you're at with those goals. And then I challenged you to identify where and what you can do over this last quarter of 2019 toward those goals. I hope everyone has done that. If you haven't, that's okay. It's the beginning of the quarter. We're just second week into the fourth quarter of this year. I want to add a little bit more to my challenge to you. So first of all, let's just repeat as I already have, but a little bit more detail. Pull out the goals that you set at the beginning of 2019, and maybe the goals were set in the summertime, but whatever your goals that you've been working off of for 2019. Pull those guys out. Identify where you're at with those goals. Have you done anything? And if you have done something, where are you at? Are you halfway there? Are you right on track? Are you ahead of schedule? Maybe the goal is completely done. Or maybe you haven't done anything at all. So that's the number 2. So pull them out, identify where you're at. And then the third challenge, part of that challenge was, what can you do now? Find about 3 things that you can do toward those goals or toward that one goal, but identify an area that you can do during this last quarter to finish out the year strong. So that is a repeat in more detail. So here's what I would add on to that. On that point number 3, I just want to simplify it. So you possibly may have a goal that you haven't even looked at since the beginning of the year. Identify 3 things you can do toward that goal. Maybe you're right on track or maybe you're a little bit behind. What are 3 things you can do to get yourself back on track? 3 things that maybe you can speed up the process if you're a little bit behind? Or can you shave that goal down? Maybe that goal was just something because of circumstances in life that ended up being a goal that wasn't even a doable goal for you. Well, maybe you just need to X that goal off, or you're looking at it going, it's a doable goal, but I defined it a little bit bigger than what I wanted it to be. So redefine it and identify 3 things you can do toward it. The 4th step I would add to this is mark out, actually literally schedule it, a 30-minute knockout session. So you've gotten your goals. You identified 3 things toward 1, 2, 3 goals, how many ever, but 3 things per each one. Then every day at the same time, preferably, set your timer, 30 minutes, and go through what are those 3 things you're going to do per each goal. Now, some of them may be more diet control. That's an example. So it's an all day long thing, but during that 30 minutes, you can review how well did you do yesterday and what are you going to do today to make sure you stay on track. Maybe your goal was drinking 5 bottles of water every single day, 5 20-ounce bottles of water. We'll set out your 5 bottles of 20-ounce water on your counter where you will see them and get them all done before the end of the day. Maybe it is cleaning out the office and the file cabinet that you haven't touched in a year and a half. Okay, 30 minutes. See if during that 30 minutes, you can maybe spend 10, 15 minutes of that 30 minutes going into that file cabinet. You got the picture. Okay, identify your 30 minutes and you work toward those 3 things that you've identified per each goal. Okay, I'll see you in a couple weeks. Here's to the 4th quarter of 2019, finishing strong. Bye, guys.